What's going on, 80K Sports Performance families? Ryan here with this week's Coach's Corner. And this week I wanted to talk about a common trait that we see with most of our very successful athletes. Something I've been noticing with a lot of our high schoolers this spring session, which has been really great to see. And that thing is consistency. And a lot of times when we think consistency and we're talking performance training, we're thinking more they're showing up and they're coming in, they're getting their training sessions in, which is hugely important, and we are seeing that with a lot of these athletes. However, one thing that I've noticed in talking with some of our athletes, I always ask athletes about their lunch, their breakfast, and things like that. And I've been noticing some really great consistency with our athletes of consistently having good lunches, and they're getting in the habit of, more or less having the same thing with a little bit of plus and minus. But again, that continuation of having that same thing over and over again and it's working is really starting to show for a lot of these athletes, which is great to see. We're seeing things like they're having great sprints, their times are going down, they're getting faster, their jumps are getting higher, their strength is going up on all of their lifts, and then their sport performance is also improving. So it's really great to see a lot of these athletes, staying consistent and coming in and getting their training in, but they're also doing the other big part of it, and that is making sure that they're prepared for their training by having a good lunch before coming in. They're taking care of things on the recovery end of things, getting enough sleep, food, hydration, doing soft tissue work, things like that. And it's really starting to show, and it's really rewarding as a coach to see the athletes succeeding like this because they're putting in all of that work, and that work is showing up in the success that they're having in the weight room. So if you are a parent of an athlete or an athlete, and maybe you are consistent in your training, but you're still not seeing what you're looking for, take a look outside of that couple hours that you're in training during the week, and are you being consistent in those other aspects of life, making sure that you're hitting your nutrition goals, your sleep goals, your hydration goals, and making sure that those things are also consistent. If you have questions on how you can build consistency for your athlete, feel free to reach out. We can talk about, we can help. We'll see you in next week's Coach's Corner.